and to hold them accountable. We're asking you to support that with a donation right now at 888-376-9692. This is our winter fundraiser. It ends tomorrow, and we need about 2,500 more donations to meet our goal of 10,000 donations in this fundraiser, and we're hoping that you will be in that number, as they say. Start a monthly gift or add $3 or more a month to your support by clicking the donate button at wnyc.org or in the WNYC app. I'm Michael Hill, our public safety reporter, WNYC in Gothamist. Sam Max is with us this morning. Hey, Sam.
Hi, Michael. Now is a great time to donate because it is match time. We have an anonymous WNYC superfan who has offered to match every donation until 10 a.m. this morning, dollar for dollar. So that means if you give $10 a month, it will actually become $20 a month. If you give $20 a month, it becomes 40. Math in the morning. Anyway, now is such a great time to support WNYC because you will be investing double in this station that supports the shoe leather reporting we were just hearing about, whether it is big investigations like my colleague Liam Quigley investigating the illegal tow truck industry in New York City, or even if it's just stories about trash on the Brooklyn Bridge like we just heard from my colleague Brittany Craigstein. So that is what you are supporting right now when you make your donation by going to WNYC.org or by calling 888-376-9692.
That's 888-376-9692 to support what you value, or you can click the donate button. That's in our app or at WNYC.org to get your money matched. Where can you go? You can't even do that on Wall Street right now. Invest in Wall Street. You invest in this station and it automatically becomes double whatever it is you donate. It can be $10. It can be $20. It can be $40. It can be $100. And when you do it also online there, look at those wonderful gifts and grab yourself one of them. Dollar for dollar matching period thanks to an anonymous super fan of WNYC. 888-376-9692. Show your support. Show that you value WNYC.
No amount is too small, especially at a time like this when a match is going to make your dollars go even farther. But if you want to give even more, then just think about how much of an impact your donation can have with this incredible match. So it takes only a few minutes. Get in while the going is good. We have until 10 a.m. to get your dollars matched dollar for dollar. You do that by going to WNYC.org or calling 888-376-9692. And thank you so much for your support.
Support for WNYC comes from the Public Theater and Ma Yi Theater Company in Residence, presenting Jessa. Written by Gina Yi, directed by Mayan Teo. Four estranged Korean-American sisters reunite and secrets surface. Begins March 10th. More at publictheater.org.
The John S. and James L. Knight Foundation, helping public radio advance journalistic excellence in the digital age. The Knight Foundation believes informed and engaged communities are essential for healthy democracy. More at kf.org.
What war in the Middle East has to do with mortgage rates.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Yubico, makers of the YubiKey, securing business applications from phishing for organizations worldwide. YubiKey, powerful protection, instant access. More at yubico.com.
From Marketplace, I'm Sabri Benishore, in for David Brancaccio. Mortgage rates had recently fallen to under 6%. And then the U.S. and Israel attacked Iran. Mortgage rates proceeded to jump above 6%. Coincidence? That is not. A threatened oil market has already started to push up gas prices, which could translate into higher inflation, which mortgage lenders have to factor in, and so mortgage rates went up. Marketplace's Samantha Fields has more on how waves from a war a half a world away are landing on the shores of the U.S. housing market.
Sudden conflict and uncertainty almost always cause volatility in the mortgage market. But Daryl Fairweather at Redfin says you can't always know in advance whether the effect will be negative or positive.
Fear of higher inflation because of higher oil prices tends to push rates up, but fear about global stability and economic growth tends to push rates down.
This time, so far, Susan Wachter at the University of Pennsylvania says concerns about rising oil prices seem to be winning out.
A key price for the inflation rate is oil. If oil markets are destabilized as they are right now, and if oil prices, their significant increase continues, this is clearly going to raise the inflation rate.
Fear of that happening is what has pushed the yield on 10-year Treasury bonds up and mortgage rates up along with it. But Fairweather at Redfin says there are other factors at play too.
We're going to get some economic data later this week about what's happening in the labor market, what's happening with retail spending.
And she says that data could have as much or more of an impact on mortgage rates than the conflict in the Middle East. I'm Samantha Fields for Marketplace.
President Trump is trying to contain the impact of the war on oil prices by offering military protection to ships traveling through the Persian Gulf and offering U.S. government insurance when private insurers are dropping coverage. Oil prices did actually fall after that announcement yesterday. Marketplace's Nancy Marshall-Genzer has that.
President Trump says the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation, or DFC, will provide political risk insurance, which covers losses from things like war and political unrest. In a social media post, the president says the insurance will be available to all shipping lines. The DFC is offering support to commercial shipping charters, ship owners, and what it calls key maritime insurance providers. The DFC specializes in public-private partnerships, usually in developing nations. It's not clear how much the insurance will cost. The DFC is trying to replace private war risk insurance that's been withdrawn for ships going to the Persian Gulf. Oil shipments through the Strait of Hormuz have mostly been blocked after threats from Iran. President Trump says the U.S. Navy will escort ships through the strait if necessary, but it's not clear there are enough U.S. ships in the area to do that. I'm Nancy Marshall-Genzer for Marketplace.
The price of Brent crude is up only 1% this morning. West Texas Intermediate is actually down 0.1%. With that, let's do the numbers. Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ futures are all up in the 1 to 0.2% range, with the Dow futures up 28 points. The yield on the 10-year Treasury is 4.09%.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Schwab. At Schwab, investors get choices ranging from self-directed investing to full-service wealth management all in one place. Learn more at schwab.com. And by GEP. With GEP Key Agentic AI and GEP Smart Software, GEP is at the forefront in agentic procurement orchestration and autonomous supply chains.